Please join me in welcoming Dave Moskovitz.
Thank you. I come to you today as the chairman of WebFund, which is a combination angel investor and startup incubator, as the chairman of Music Hype, which is a Wellington company creating the new music industry, and as a semi-professional musician. Now, the music industry has been around ever since people have been around, and people have been making music out of whatever is available and collaborating with each other in making music together and having fun doing it. In the Middle Ages, people started to try making money out of making music by playing for other people. In the 20th century, the music industry arose because the cost of recording and distribution of music was so expensive. The devolution continued to where we now have Lady Gaga, who represents more of a star than someone with musical performing talent. So how do we find the music that we like to consume? Back in the day, we used to read the newspaper or listen to the radio or even go down to the library and copy CDs. Now we have a plethora of online services that we can use to help us out in that. So who are the players in the current music ecosystem? Well, most importantly, we have listeners. We also have online surfers, concert goers, and amateur bands. At the more professional end of the scale, we have professional bands, labels large and small, and of course the online music giants who are trying to extract more money out of an ever-decreasing ecosystem. The situation presents what established players see as problems, but what new entrants may see as opportunities. So-called problem number one is that information wants to be free, and that music is just information. It's very difficult to control bits as soon as they get out into the public, but that's okay, because it creates a much larger audience for your potential product as a musician. Problem number two is that in the current model, if information is free, then some artists might end up starving. Now, this guy is never going to be Lady Gaga, but of course he can eke out a meager living on the street. So-called problem number three is that the cost of recording and distribution is approaching zero. The recording industry has lost its monopoly, but the amount of creative energy that is being unleashed on the world now is absolutely fantastic because anyone can record. This is a good example of what 20th century economist Joseph Schumpeter called creative destruction, where incumbent industries that have a near monopoly get destroyed by new technology companies as they exploit those technologies. And here are some examples of technologies that have been completely wrecked through the creative destruction process, from gas lights down through music and IT. So the new music industry has several key elements. One of them is participation. People want to participate in the musical process and go back to the campfire and be a part of the musical ideation, creation, playing process with the bands and the music that they love, from singing in the shower to actually playing on stage with them. Element number two is partnership, love, respect, and commitment. We want to be able to show our love for the bands that we adore, but we want them to respect us as well and not turn us into common criminals just for downloading and playing their music. And of course, creativity, inspiration, and adaptation are really important. We want to be able to adapt to new technologies as they arrived. But how do you make money out of this? Well, we believe that one of the keys to this is producing real offline experiences around the digital content. For example, ticket sales to gigs, t-shirts, other digital artifacts. And in this model, musicians become more community leaders and not just stars. So at Music Hype, we're making this happen. We're creating the new music industry, bringing bands and fans together online and offline. We're doing this by doing direct sales of music from bands to fans, completely cutting out the labels. We're doing things like remix competitions, where people can download music and then remix it, add their own stuff, and upload it in a competition. One of our songs in our latest remix competition has just made it onto the number 10 on the top 10 chart in Dunedin. Now we're facing what I call an IBM moment. In 1982, IBM had the capability to completely exploit the PC industry, but they gave it up because they wanted to defend their existing mainframe revenue streams. We are the mice that are going to overtake the dinosaurs. So it's over to you now. We know the collaboration releases amazing latent energy, and that is the essence of the new music industry. Come and join us and help us create that.